G'day, you're at QldKev. Been a while since I've done a video, not doing nothing too flash today, just a bit of a Belgian blonde. So I thought I'd chuck together a video because, yeah, I haven't done one. Just doing it on the little 1V today. I don't want too much big alcohol beers in the freezer or fridge. I prefer to keep mainly around 4%. This one's going to be about 6.5% based on brew house efficiencies and shit, and what I was comfortable to throw into the size of the vessel. So Belgian blondes normally are only 6 to 6.5 anyway. You don't need them up around 8s like most of Belgians. So it's an update on how the brew rig is. So it's just the kegel for the outside, Caxton MP20 pump, not the 15. I prefer the 20 because it gives a bit more flow. Got plenty of flow down the bottom to recirculate the wall. Don't think in this light you're going to get it. I'll see if I... But I've got plenty of flow here. So you can, a little bit warm. So you can see that's pretty pumping up top here. And I've still got circulation going down the bottom, but yeah, I don't think the camera's going to pick it up. Need to turn the lights on a bit better. It's actually middle of the day, about 1 o'clock. I've got everything shut down because it's bright out there. So yeah, you can see it's definitely pumping away. You can hear it. You don't really need that type of flow. You know, even back there, that's plenty. That would do because it's really got the heating from the outside around this vessel. But I was just running a bit harder today. I've actually got the bottom one shut down a little bit, the valve. So at the moment, mashed in for a 55. Don't know if you'll read the screen, but we're actually in the middle of ramping up to a 65.25 degree step. But yeah, you know, a lot of people talk about fancy return arms. That's what I'm using. You know, that was a bit hot. But yeah. I know a lot of people say hot side aeration's bullshit. I prefer to keep mine returning under the wall, so like how it's sitting now, I wouldn't like to sit it there for 60 minutes. You know, I've just got it under the wall there. I even face across the centre, fair enough. I don't even have the ferrule or olive, whatever you want to call it, in the compression fitting there. I'll piss that off. So that's all pipe just slips in and out, nice and easy. Yeah, so what I can do, rather than turning that valve to slow it down, I can actually drop the bottom valve open more. Because it's actually getting a bit full now. I've been piss farting around with it, stirring it up. So as long as it's got some circulation, it doesn't matter. This will drop back pretty quick now. But yeah, so it's a 19 litre big dub pot in the centre there. I've built a nice handle for it. I've got a couple of bolts sticking out the side, you can't really see at the moment, but they sit on this ledge. So on this ledge here, these little posts come out, sit on there, so the bucket actually sits up for draining. And I actually set it so the bottom of the bucket, when it's in the draining position, is at the actual height. I want my pre-boil volume. So it saves a lot of measuring in that. I just lift the pot up, and then let it drain. Then I'll sparge until the volume touches the bottom of the pot, and then that's my volumes all done. Nice and easy. So yeah, the old 1V Jackson pump, Mathos controller, looks great. I've actually got mash pedal, and that's sitting already in the filtered water, even though it's a bit cloudy because of the grain coming off the pedal. But it's actually filtered, ready for the sparging. So it's actually a cold water sparge. Just dump it in on top. So yeah, well, that's dropped back now nicely. The height. Face in back to the centre again. But yeah, what I may do once I get into the sparge phase and lift the actual container out, I may give it a lift. And I'll take a bit of another video. Alright, sorry, I was getting sidetracked listening to the radio then about the stupid air flights. Alright, catch you later. Hey, you got QldKev. This update number 2 on today's brew. Still doing the Belgian blonde. Oh, should have shut the roller door down because that light coming through is a bit bad. But yeah, see if we can get focus back in here. You can probably see how clean that is. Pretty clear. So yeah, it's clarified up pretty good. Brew controller. 2 minutes to go. On the mash out, and then we're done. So yeah, basically, I don't know how well you can see clarity. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, no problems there. I've reduced the flow down quite a bit. Ooh, a bit fucking hot. So yeah, still fucking not too bad. Yeah, I'll face it back down before I stir too much up. Probably not a good stage to be stirring her up again, but still got good circulation down here. So yeah, no problems at all. I'll do a part 3 to this video just to show you that's the overall system. I'll catch you then. Part 3 in today's brew day, Belgian blonde. Pump's gone on to say lift out the malt, remove malt. So I'm going to try to do this one-handed just for a quick demo in the video. But basically all you do, grab the basket, lift it up, right, so you don't know if you can see it, my glasses fogged up during that so I couldn't see what I was actually doing, but I've lifted the basket up, probably hear it draining, probably see in here, I'll just swap the opposite side for the light, so you can see little bolts coming out of the pot, sitting on the edges. So there, one around here, and then one around this side. So then you can see it's pretty well drained. See where the water level was. So now we can look in the bottom. So I'll turn the light on and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright, back again. Now I've got the light on my phone camera. So you can see these ledges a bit easier. no problem. So it's all dude says remove malt, press OK, and off she goes to, I'll shut the top valve off. It's only pumping down the bottom, and see the bottom starts to get moving again. So you can see there's a bit of a gap between the pot and the water level. So now, this is how I spuds. Probably not the best way, but hey, I get 85% brew house efficiency, so this is more than I really hoped for. So it's not a big issue. So yeah, bucket. It says it's filtered water, but the grain's just from cleaning that sort of mash pedal. So let's try to do this one-handed. Probably not the best thing to do with a bucket this size, but so there you go, we'll get that drain through. Get stirred up, drain slow at this stage. I'll probably need a lot more still in there. And the pump's on, as you can see by the movement down there. It's heading for 98 degrees. It's at 76.75, so it's dropped to 1.25 because of that cold water I've just added. The old drain's still quite a bit more hot from the bottom, but I think I still need that bit more water. So let's do scientifically back spuds number 2. That's how we do it. So at this stage I'd let this leave the pots in there for a while. It's not going to hurt nothing, and I'll let it completely drain out until it's dry. Good thing at this stage is I can just lift this pot, carry it out to the garden, whack the old what's called, whack it on the garden, just tip her out. Trying to find somewhere that steam's not too bad. So the controller will cut the pump out once it gets to whatever number degrees. It just turns the pump off. What I normally do is actually just yank the pump out halfway through anyway when I'm ready to clean up. And take the pump outside, the hoses, give it a hose out rather than waiting for it all. And you can see here it's probably slowed down now, the draining. We're getting a lot closer at the water level to that pot. So I'll be back when I'm in about 10 minutes when I lift the pot out. Hey, another update on the Belgian blonde. Sun's probably going to be really hard here. I believe it's like the 10th of August or something, and if we have got colours are gone, but it's 26.6 degrees today in my carport. Nice and warm. So anyway, back to subject. So I was just going to show you about having the metal basket rather than a bag in that. You saw how I lifted it before to drain. It's finished draining. The water levels touch the bottom of the pot. Probably won't see it with the sun in the background, but so to empty the basket now, grab it, one-handed, lift, walk over to the garden. And normally I've got two hands for this, but I'll lay it down on the way, but So just bang, done. It's all the grain. So now I've got my pot to go and clean. May head back over in the shade. So to give you an idea of this pot. So the pot's a big dub pot. Big dub, 19 litre, worth about 19 bucks. So a few bolts on the side. You saw how that sits on the wedge. In the bottom, cut some slits, drilled some holes, got a few more bolts as legs, that keeps it above the element. And we made this pretty cool handle. Bit of round bar, a couple of bits of flat bar and a bolt through there. We welded them because mate it's good with his MIG welder and gluing these things together. Yeah, that's the old pot. Pretty bloody great. After using a bag for years, I'll never go back. Bag does the job, but this makes life easier. And it, being stainless, takes 2 seconds to wipe out now and ready for storage. Right, catch you later.